Welcome back to Travel Show Live. I am Erik Hastings, joined by our dear friend and travel tip expert, I would say, Erin Sager.
I just said travel tip gal. Yeah.
Travel tip gal.
I don't know about expert, yeah.
I love those little tips you do.
Yeah.
I think they're really great. You need to do more of those.
Okay.
Yeah, we like
I'll
those
bring
a lot.
them on out.
All right, so
love it.
Make sure we do that. Oh, the year is 2016. Oh. We're all going to Rio. For the U.S. Olympic Games, no, the World Olympic Games.
World.
Yeah, the U.S. Olympics. No. What's wrong with me? João Rodriguez is back with us on the program. Nice to have you here again, sir.
Hi.
Thank you so much for having me.
How's it going? Are you down there right now, or are you back in the States?
I'm down here right now. I am looking out at Copacabana Beach, and they are just finishing up another celebration, another concert to celebrate the winning.
I can imagine.
I apologize. So. I don't know if you can tell, but my voice is pretty much gone from screaming and singing and celebrating for the past couple of days.
Now, when you're singing in the celebration, what are you singing? Is my question.
Oh, my God, everything that symbolizes Brazil, samba, bossa nova, everything that makes us happy here.
I love it. Now, are the locals excited to have the games?
Extremely so. They're so happy. They're so excited. They can see that it's not just a symbolic achievement for Brazil, but also a sign that there's going to be a lot of more improvement in the infrastructure of the city.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's the first thing that the cities get really excited about, because they know there has to be some major infrastructure work. Do you know about some of those plans?
Briefly. I don't know about details of them, but I do know that they want to expand the subway system. Obviously, they're going to be building more hotels. They need more hotel rooms here for that, so they're going to be building more hotels, more highways and roadways to connect the areas that are going to host the games throughout the city. And I don't know if you had a chance to look at reports of how the games are supposed to be played, but essentially they're going to have different sections of the town. They're going to host different games, like Copacabana Beach. Obviously, they're going to have beach volleyball, soccer on the beach, but they're also going to have games in the west side of the city and the north side of the city. So they need to interconnect all of those sections with subways and more transportation.
Oh, wow. How about the airport? Is there going to be changes to the airport or no?
Yeah, they're planning to expand the airport as well.
Oh, they are? Okay. All right, very good. Now, I think it would be a good idea to go down and visit now prior to the games, because again, it's kind of like New Year's. Like, if you're not going to go to the actual events, then why go to the town without going to the events? Yeah. But I mean, I think we should come down and visit. Is there a particular time of year that we should come down to visit?
Well, obviously, you want to be here during Carnival if you like good parties. Yeah. So in February. New Year's Eve is actually very pretty, very good to be here around that time. But otherwise, if you want to avoid the major events and major crowds, obviously sometime in May, which is essentially in March and April and May, those times are very good. It's not that hot. It's not too cold. It's just the perfect time to come.
It's perfect time to come.
Again,
I was going to ask you about that, about Carnival. I mean, is that kind of a can you get a hotel room at this late date for Carnival? Crazy. Or is it just mass hysteria?
You can actually. You just got to bear in mind that most of the hotels, they have special packages for Carnival, so you probably would have to book for 5 nights, instead of the usual 3 nights. Okay. And the rates go very high around Carnival time, so unless you have booked in advance, you end up having to pay the highest rate possible for it. And
advance could be a year in advance, 6 months in advance. What do you think?
Ideally, a year in advance.
A year, okay. So maybe now we could be planning for a 2011 visit.
Yeah.
Because
too close for 10.
Too close. Okay, very good. And where are we going to be going? Let's talk about that while we're there.
Well, you got to go to Copacabana and Ipanema beaches. Those are places that people want to come and they want to see where the girl from Ipanema was hanging out when they decided to write that song. Right. Obviously, you want to check out the biggest soccer stadium in the world, Maracanã, which is also a very historic place. You want to see the largest urban forest in the world, which is over here, Tijuca Forest. You want to go to Sugarloaf Mountain. You want to go to the Corcovado, where you have the big statue of the Christ.
Yep, got to see that.
Okay.
Yep, that's important.
But also there are areas outside of those two main neighborhoods, Ipanema and Copacabana, that you must see. There's an area called Barra da Tijuca, where they have folk art museums, they have amazing restaurants. Talking about restaurants and art, there's also another section in the city called Santa Teresa, which is equivalent to the Greenwich Village of Rio, essentially where all the bohemians, the artists, the musicians live, and you see all these little cute art galleries over there in Santa Teresa.
Now,
and if you like live music, you got to go to Lapa, which is a neighborhood that has a lot of little bars and little restaurants. All of them have like live music, and you see people dancing all night long over there.
Now, some people, the last time you were here, I got some emails saying, well, how can you possibly recommend going to Rio because it's just filled with crime? It's unsafe. You can't. You'll get your pocket picked. You will. You will be beheaded. You will. I mean, it just went down the list. I mean, and I appreciate the fact that people are being interactive in the program. I like the fact that they're sending mail. That's good. Yeah. But how do we address this the crime issue? Because where is the crime, and how do we avoid it while we're there?
Well, I think Rio is one of those big cities. It's almost, probably, if you think of Rio de Janeiro and what people say regarding the crime, it's the same as what people used to say about New York City in the early 90s, Yeah. Obviously, there's crime all over the world, all over the place, but it's not what people say as far as Rio being so dangerous now. The place is huge. I mean, there are certain areas that obviously are not safe, just like in other places. Yeah. But when you're hanging out in Copacabana or in Ipanema, you're going to see that the place is so full of people, tourists and locals enjoying the day. It's not crime-ridden, as some people say. It's definitely not like that. Obviously, anywhere in the world, ideally, visitors are aware of the belongings of the wallets, jewelry, and things like that. And it's the same thing here. I mean, I've heard of people getting mugged in Paris, in Barcelona, in LA. Obviously, it happens in Rio as well.
Yeah, I got mugged in the men's room here in the studio. I mean, really, it could happen. I mean, really.
That was me.
Oh, that was John. Sorry. No, I appreciate that, being candid with me, and because that's just something that comes up in those major cities, the ones you were, Paris, you were Rome, you run down the list, but Rio always comes up on that list as well. So, all right, well, this is going to be very exciting. 2016, are you going to be there?
I am already planning to be here then, yes.
Yeah, you're going to be there for the
Actually, I have to be here in 2014 as well, because Rio is also hosting the World Cup.
Oh, right. In 2014, you're doing the World Cup. That's right. I forgot you were doing that.
So much
You've got a lot going on. You don't even have time to do this interview.
Gosh, we better go.
We have a lot happening in Rio, and if you haven't been yet, you should start coming now and you start getting ready.
I know. I need to make my preparations immediately to come down.
Yeah.
I know. You and I have been talking about doing that trip for about a year now. But I promise, I will make it happen. I promise. Thank you, sir, for doing this.
Great to have you here.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. What's the website we need to go to?
The Rio Convention and Visitors Bureau website is rcvb.com.br.
Very good. Oh, they put it up on the screen. That is so. I'm telling you, the crew on this program. Thank you, John. Have a marvelous afternoon.
Thank you so much. You guys take care over there.
All right, very good. Thank you, sir. Much more to come.
Yeah, we're just getting started.
We're just getting started.
Just on the tip.
We started with the Olympics. It just keeps going.
Yeah, right?
Right through the roof. We'll continue here on Travel Show Live. Stay with us.